I appreciate that, Dave, and I am here with a fantastic author who currently lives in Portland, Oregon. His name is Stephen Nothum. He's kind enough to make the trip down here to join us. He's got connections, obviously, to the Portland area and to BYU. But, Stephen, let's just start with author and probably social media influencer. He's a budding
I don't like that
TikTok
word
star.
influencer. I don't like that. Content creator.
Okay, content creator.
I don't influence anybody.
Tell us a little bit more about what you do as an author and content creator.
Thank you. Yeah, so I'm a writer. I like to write kind of dystopian stories. And on TikTok, I like to analyze film, movies, TV, literature. And yeah, that's kind of what I do.
Okay, simple enough.
Yeah.
You are from Eugene, Oregon. So what's your connection to Brigham Young University?
I graduated from here in 2015. Yeah, go Cougs! I knew I'd get a good reaction there. Yeah, and I met my wife and my best friend Anna here, and one of our first dates was a BYU basketball game against the USF Dons, and BYU won 78-74. Woo!
He's a man who knows how to work the crowd, clearly. Yeah. Okay, so as a pop culture analyst and a content creator, what's your analysis of BYU football's last season?
That's a great question. I'm going to do my best to act like I'm coming up with my answer right now. Last season, if I may connect it to a film, was BYU's Lord of the Rings season. You had Jake Retzloff, who was our Frodo. He was bearing a heavy burden. Okay, got some Frodo fans. He was bearing a heavy burden of the ring for the team, and that burden wore on him, led to some not so great decisions like 12 interceptions, 8 fumbles, not so great. So who was the Samwise? Who lifted our Frodo and carried him up the jagged cliffs of Mount Doom? That would be the defense and the special teams, baby!
There you go.
Yeah!
There you go.
Our special teams had 102 points last year, 72 of those from Will Farron, who absolutely dominated. You added that to defense. You got a scoop and score by Tommy Prassis against K-State. You've got Isaiah Glasker's pick 6 against Arizona. Together, the special teams and the defense got nearly 200 points if you're counting points scored off of takeaways. That's half of BYU's offense last year. They're the Samwise, baby! Yeah!
Here's maybe the best news after you just laid that out so beautifully. Defensive coordinator Jay Hill says, I think we're going to be better on defense than we were last year.
Okay.
So, hey, that's something.
All right.
We'll see when the games actually start to get played. But, again, staying with last season, if you had to give me top 3 moments, you're big on making lists, top 3 moments from last season as a good vibe generator into a brand new season.
Yes, let's generate those vibes. Number 3, Will Farron's game-winning kick against Utah to bring it back from Salt Lake.
That's number 3.
That's number 3.
Okay.
Number 2, same game. Keelan Marion, 96-yard kickoff return. Without that, once again, it's special teams. Both those are special teams. Without that, you don't bring it back from Salt Lake.
2 massive plays, okay? And your number 1 moment from last season.
Number 1, it's obvious. The Great Redemption. The Believer and Heaver. The Duke of Puke. The Comet of Vomit. Parker Kingston and his 90-yard punt return. Hey, and I talked about the defense. He doesn't get that. We don't get those beautiful chunks without Jacob Robinson's block.
No question.
Clutch block.
No question. Listen, all 3 of your plays, special teams plays.
That's right.
Steven. Yeah, unforgettable stuff. Okay, now pushing it forward. You can tell why this man is a writer, so eloquent with his language and his presentation. How do you see BYU performing in 2025 when there are so many question marks? How would you analyze that?
That's a great question. Phenomenal question, really. I'm going to bring it back to another movie. Are there any K-pop Demon Hunters fans in here? All right, we got some.
Mixed reaction.
I'm glad that the cheers were louder for BYU than they were for K-pop Demon Hunters. But I'm gonna bring it back to Rumi, Zoe, and Mira, who are Huntrix, the K-pop Demon Hunter. Now, Rumi's big struggle is that she thinks she's not good enough, but that's not her actual challenge. The actual challenge is accepting that she is good enough. She is wonderful enough, her strengths and her flaws. And Bear Bachmeier is our Rumi. Okay?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah, there are going to be a lot of voices in the media telling him what he needs to be or what he doesn't need to be a success this year. But all that really matters is Bear accepting all the parts of himself, his successes and his failures, and trusting in his teammate. And if he does that, if he can find that trust, all I can say is that we're going up, up, up. It's our moment. Yeah.
Stephen Nothum, fantastic content creator. Okay,
Thank you. Thank you.
Movie analyzer and prognosticator now for the BYU football season.
Is that a job offer? Is that a...
Stand by on that. I'm not high enough up on the chain to make those decisions. Stephen, great to have you with us, brother.
Thanks so
Appreciate
much.
the time.
Yeah.